Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Salute, salute, salute. Peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. Salute, salute, salute. As you come on in, please know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for love, dialogue, intelligence, and seeking solution on our path to true liberation. Okay? Please remember that revolution is love inspired. Salute, salute, salute. As my classroom assistants, come on in, please. Make sure that the green screen link is in the chat for the duration of class and throughout the class. Please, if anybody is going through an anger management issue and believe that they need anger management, book your sessions now via any social media platform. Book it now before Labor Day and the prices go back up. Yes. And if you or anybody you know, niece, nephew, son, daughter, boss, employee, neighbor is going through a domestic violence crisis, an intimate partner relationship that can, or appears to be abusive, please reach out, book an assessment, and equip yourself with tools that will help you make the right assessment call. Or if it's you yourself, reach out for some help. You could save a life. It's going to ruffle a few feathers tonight, Jack. Y'all see this smile. Y'all know somebody in class when y'all see this. Rashida. Woo-wee. Ooh. Sweet white Jesus. Rashida's in class tonight. Listen. It's going to ruffle some feathers. But goddamn it, Chuck D, bring your ignorant ass to class. Somebody tag him. Uncle Murder, black and yellow. Salute, you in the building. Angel in the building. Yvette, always here, front and center. With an apple for the teacher. Carol, we see you. Professor Carl T. Jones. Damn, Philly's in the building tonight. Yes. Kenny Mack. DC in the spotty spot. Shantae. Woo, Ashanti. I hope it cooled off. Because if Shantae is in the building, shit. It's been hot out there. Spectacular Enterprise. Christopher Farmer. Salute. GB. Darrell Javon. Salute. He's in the spotty spot. Black Queen. Spectacular Enterprise. Tata. Disruptive Reality. Back for more. The Bulldog Philly. Philly in here deep tonight. Oh yeah. Hey Sonny. Oh, Philly in here deep tonight. And who was that? I can't see the first one. Shirley. What up, Shirley? Oh, man. Yeah, Chuck D. Don't be nah, Chuck D. Yeah. Yeah. What up? What up? What up? Now, we have covered in class portions of the Drink Champs interview. Irv Gotti. And we would have left it alone. We would have left it alone. We broke it down because we know Nori be capping. You know he ain't the brightest nickel in the role. We listen to Irv. We listen to how he positioned the bankers ahead of anybody melanated. We did that. We know that everybody in his eyes, if they are somebody to learn from, it gotta be a banker. He gives no props to nobody melanated. So we was gonna leave it alone at that. Right? That would have been the gist of it. However, people have been, for whatever reason, putting all their attention on this piece where Nas appeared to be alarmed about going to the hood. Not just going to the hood, but going to the hood in a specific frame. Now, I ain't think anything of it. Because as I told you, I've been around these rappers. I've been around these MCs. I was worn like a vest in a lot of situations. Utilized as a shield. You know? Like, these rappers were appearing to be Captain America. And they had old Bliz, old black shield. They had me as the shield and shit. Just toss you around and shit. You the one taking all the shots and shit. You the one spinning through the air, coming back and shit. Loyal. So I know the hearts of a lot of these rap men. I know for absolute fact. But for some reason, people are taking this excerpt and it kind of moved in a different direction. And lo and behold, Chuck D had a lot to say in a little bit of a tweet. Now, I have for quite some time now been allowing a lot of things that the Chuckster has been tweeting in his Twitter space. I've been allowing a lot of that shit to go. As I told you many times during class, I watch everything. I watch everybody. And old Chucky Chuck love him some Euros. Oh, yeah. And when I made the decision to speak about this in class tonight, as you can see, it's a late night class. Really still wasn't going to go in on it. But there is a person, I don't know if he's still following my YouTube. I don't know if he followed me in other spaces, but in Twitter, consistently saying that he's a representative of Chuck. He's one of Chuck's artists. We need y'all to get together. What do you think about him? This, that, and the third, and all this other old. And I keep telling him, I don't dig him at all as a person based on what he tweets about. See, because when you write as a writer, and you write and you put things publicly, you have an intent when you do that. It's not like I'm coming over YouTube and discussing things and the idea may escape you, or you may not place words in the proper context if you get overexcited. You understand what I'm saying? When you're writing something, there's an intent. And usually what you write is what you mean. And man, over the years, Chuck loved him some O-Face. Oh, he loves their music to a high degree. He hangs around them on a regular basis, which in hindsight leads me to believe that it was not a second thought when they had to kick Griff up out the whip, because it was done quickly. Boom, bang. You're up out of here. Because the love for the bankers, again, the love for the bankers was more important than to go and stand tall with someone who was very instrumental in propelling the group to what it became. Again, in this class, we separate the artist from the person. No matter how many times a song made you wiggle your ass, no matter how many times a song may bring you to tears, no matter how many times it may pump you up, we always have to separate the artist from the individual, because a lot of the times the individual is in a specific moment when they're creating this art and put it out there, but that doesn't mean that that is the entire person. So you got to separate them. Because I know a whole lot of thugs on wax. I know a lot of thugs in studio, and they pussy. Straight boots. Not gonna bust a grape. Nothing. Nothing. But on wax, in the booth, on stage, woo! These are the type of dudes that'll yoke up Fleece Johnson and give it to him. These dudes is just silverback on wax. In real life, they ass. And I'm telling you that. They ass, and if they watching, they know, I know, you ass, you know that I know you ass. So again, we teach in this class, separate the art, the creative product from the person. This way we never get confused. All right? We don't get confused in this class. So, the songs, the catalog, the discography of what PE is and what Chuck D spit is very, very different to who he is. It just is. It just is. Because after 50 years of hip hop and him being a pioneer of not only the boom bap, but of a specific consciousness, and we ain't moved an iota since, that shows and proves. But we're not going to get too deep right there. All right? I don't want to rip that all the way to shreds just yet. So now the specific part of Drink Champs interview, we have the clip of Irv Gotti speaking on Nas not wanting to ride through Baltimore in Rolls Royce. And when you watch the clip, you hear Irv and what he was saying, and he's saying that this is the point at which he lost Nas. You know, I guess at that point Nas looked at him different. He said he was inebriated in what he was saying. Now, we all have sat around and had talks about what ifs, how fly, yo, what about? But many of us may not have had the resource to do it. And we've had barbershop talk, we have basketball court talk. Excuse me, ladies have had salon talk. These talks about, yo, wouldn't it be fly to do this? Yo, what about this and that? Now, at this particular conversation, we're talking about Irv Gotti, a young executive that's getting to it. Nas, at this point, very much arguably number one in the game at that time, having this talk about, yo, wouldn't this be fly? And having the resource to do it. So whether he was, you know, a little tipsy or high off of a X pill or E pill or whatever, talking. But in talking, it was a very, from what we're getting, a serious tone to like, yo, let's just do this. Let's wrap these buses, these tour buses. We got the show there. Let's slide through. Prior to, let's slide through the hood with the rolls, eating chicken. Yo, the hood would love it. The hood would, yo, you know how dope that would be? Yo, you know what kind of moment that would be? And, of course, Nas, having a very different perspective. Maybe he wasn't smoked in that night. Maybe he was always his introspective self and always leery. It's like, nah, what you talking about? Oh, I ain't with that. And of course, if Irv is a little, you know, pilled up or whatever, he's going to go on. He's going to be Irv. He's going to be this individual who, again, made his way to a certain level, and in that level had resource to do it. But before I get into really what I know about Murder Inc., I want to read Chuck's statement, because in this video, right, we hear Irv say, Nas said, but what if we get killed? And Irv said, well, then we'll be martyrs. Again, could be pill talk, could be a little tipsy talk, or it could be, in all reality, serious. Could have been literally or figuratively, however Irv put it out, but Nas took it real literal and really said it like, nah, nigga, you need to sober up right now because I'm not with it. And then Irv doubled down on it because here go Nori again. Yeah, nah, you would have lost me too. Yeah, because Nori got stomped out in his own hood. We know that for a fact. Yeah. Not that it was deserving or anything, but yeah, he got stomped out in his own hood. Right in the rack. Okay? So we understand his lens when it comes to being in a hood, especially if it's out of town. Okay? So, roll with me now. After you look at the clip and it's been moving, old Chuck D puts out a tweet. At Nas was smart. You don't pull up to no hood, especially Baltimore, with Rolls Royces and chicken with murder as any theme. It can totally be misconstrued and disingenuous. Every hood also has an intelligent street scholarship that smells it coming fake. Selling to it is robbing it. Now, I don't know where he gets with murder as anything. We all know that Murder, Inc. as a label, even with John singing it's murder, never did we as fans, as consumers, as people who appreciated the label, associate Murder, Inc. with gangster, rap, or murder at all. If somebody in this class did, please raise your hand. Never. And I recall their first two videos with Cash Money Click. Never did we associate them with murder. First thing I noticed was their flows, especially in that Cash Money Click. This is for my click. I said, who is Shorty? Flows was crazy. Production was gritty. Nice. Wanted more and had to wait to get more because some went to jail. And Ja had to do what he had to do. They had to figure it out. And Ja got reintroduced to us as a solo MC. Okay? As a solo MC. And we going to remember that. When we heard him, then we hear him on Can I Get a, right? That's when we heard him. Then, Holla Holla. I ain't hear no murder in that. We didn't associate Murder, Inc. with no murder. It just didn't happen. Fresh, label, gritty, New York sound. So if you rap Murder, Inc. with promotional paraphernalia, promotional raps on buses and vans, and you got Ja and Ashanti coming through, and another joint with Nas, at what point would any hood at that time believe that Ja Rule, Ashanti, and Nas was coming through to stunt on their hood? I'm confused. I'm confused that Baltimore, the city of Baltimore would think that Ja Rule, Ashanti, and Nas in a Rolls Royce eating chicken would be considered a threat, would be considered stunting on, would be considered fake. That's the last thing I ever heard of Nas being is fake. Ashanti singing R&B. Ja Rule coming through at that time and making hits. So we get off talking about you don't pull up on no hood, especially Baltimore, with Rolls Royces. Many videos that Irv Gotti has done has been in the hood. Hoods. Hoods. Not to mention, in what he explained in the vid is like, yo, we gonna have mass security. We ain't coming, yo, we just coming through. It's a moment, fly moments. Now, are we talking about the years of 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002? Are we talking those years? When it was very rare for New York artists to be popping up. Vanessa Robinson, salute for the green screen. That they wouldn't be appreciated? Hold on, come on now. You mean to tell me in those years that Ja couldn't show up? That Ashanti couldn't show up in hoods? I know from what I was seeing, and we behind the wall, I'm seeing Rough Riders go through towns, and they was talking some real greasy murder one shit. Popping up everywhere, doing videos in the hood. 1,000 deep, wherever they at. In the hood, in other people's hoods. What's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem? I'm trying to figure this out. That he's saying that Nas was smart. Indirectly saying that Irv is dumb. Even though it's just, again, it's just a statement. It's just a statement of, yo, this fly, let's get it done. But we know that they had the resource to do it. So if it was seen as fake, if they would be seeming fake, why wasn't the video for Fight the Power viewed as fake when y'all came through the hood of Bed-Stuy and seemingly never popped up again? At all. At all. So let's get this straight now. Because we saying that our artists shouldn't shine amongst their own people at any given time, whether they from here or from there or not. But they can shine in front of the Euros and give us a picture of it through video. It's okay to do that. It's okay to do that, but not okay to be amongst your people until it's time for your people to support these artists. So you gotta support them, right? You can support them from a distance. But when you want, or they want, to come amongst the people, they can't do it. Let me know so they can ride the roses in the videos. You do all that. But if they come to the hood, they supposed to be broke. They're supposed to be dusted or not come to the hood at all. And that's the problem. Because you can't be fake on television. You can't be fake in videos. And then want to be real here in the street. Or you supposed to be fake in the street and then real on the video. Where we at with it? Where we at with it? Where we at with it? So you fearful. Let me get this straight. Because they are successful rappers, or because they appear to have the bag, now that they've come from this position, they come from the hood. Nas is from the projects. Irvin Ja, we know where they from in Queens. So now that they got, or they given this appearance of being better off through hip hop, now y'all can't come back to the hood. That's a dub. They shouldn't be back in the hood at all. Especially not in a Rolls Royce. So the message is get in the game, get in this industry, become successful, have your trinkets, show your trinkets, but never come back. Never come back. Now this is from Mr. Fight the Power. Nas was smart. Nas was smart, right? But just this spring, Nas was in the hood, chilling, drinking. And one of his day ones was murdered. Right there. After he left him. Murdered. Ironically, right after the release of a film that he produced, written, got Ice-T and Tretch and all these other rappers to star in, bodied him right there. That was recent. Recent. In Queens. Recent. So I don't know at what time period this was that Irv was speaking on. Don't know. We don't know at that time, and I don't know if Nas knew at that time, whether he was just drunk talking or he pilled up talking or was serious. But if Nas was smart then, I mean, was he not smart now? And I mean, if we are to celebrate hip hop at 50, but we are not allowed to touch, to mingle, to get information from these very people, these rappers, these executives, these producers, then what's the sense? What sense does it make? if they are scared, if they're fearful of their people, and the only reason why they're fearful of their people is because they got a couple of nickels and dimes in their pocket. So you are saying that Nas was smart for being fearful. Because this is what they're saying, that Nas was scared, that Nerve said Nas was scared. But you didn't say that. And in the context of we didn't get that. We just got Nas saying, well, yo, smarten up. What if we, what if we get killed? So now look, listen, because here we got to go here now. Mr. Fight the Power, Mr. Shut Him Down, is saying Nas was smart for not wanting to go amongst his own people. But Public Enemy is telling us to fight Whitey. So you mean to tell me, Mr. Scary Man, that you scared to be around your own folks? But you could gas us to go up against Whitey? Make it make sense. Because again, I tell you, I listen, I watch, I read. He says a lot, and I'm telling you, as soon as I was getting ready to do this class, and I'm saying, hold up, let me go back, because I remember vividly tweets that he was saying during the pandemic and pre-pandemic. And since Elon took it, you can't go stroll back too many to see their previous tweets from years ago. He said a lot of reckless shit. And a lot of love of these Euros. Matter of fact, he's doing a documentary as we speak about the origins of hip hop. And man, I can't wait to compare that with the bullshit documentary that Mr. Tariq is getting ready to put out. To see if both of them, who are supposed to be conscious and woke. We know Chuck D been a supporter of Chesimard since 87. We know that for a fact. Now old Sizzle Lips over there, Nasheed, I don't know how he came into this consciousness. I don't know if the pimp fired him from chauffeuring him around or what. But I know he done put a couple of things together, and you got people that think he's super woke. Right? But we know Chuck been woke, conscious. Since 87. Supporter of Chesimard. So I want to know if he's going to give a FBA distinction of the origins of hip-hop, or if Mr. Sizzle Lips is going to be right. Yeah, I can't wait. Because from what we know now, Sizzle Lips is doing it on his own with predominantly melanated people. Chuck D is dealing with a banker. Yeah, I forgot what's the banker name he doing that with? Chelsea, one of them Euros. Yeah. So I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that. I want to see who's going to keep it 1,000 when it comes to that. Okay? Salute London. What's going on? Because I'm telling you, whenever you have time, go through his Twitter. You'll see a bunch of Euros on there, praising him from everything of being a great drummer, great guitar, but great artist, great this, great that, great this, great that. And when it comes to our youth, firing off at him. Him and the Terminator dude. I had to block Terminator. He's so disparaging when it comes to black youth and young artists getting into the game. I mean, disgusting. Instead of really educating, understanding that y'all didn't leave nothing for them. None of the pioneers. Can't one of these little dudes go nowhere with one of y'all and get something better than a 360? None of them. Hip Hop 50, powerless. The only thing you can do is take them to another Euro, take them to a banker, and let Shorty and them get worked. But consistently making idiotic and contradictory statements. That's consistent. Consistent. So this is where he at with it now. They're believing, and we've seen, we've witnessed people running around in the hoods. When I know right now way more than what Irv and Ja and Nas and Ashanti could have had on. Now, right now, I'm seeing some shit like, whoa, really? Really? So the insinuation that Irv was going through stunting and having a theme of murder as a theme, where are you getting that from? Where? That sound like Euro talk. That's some code switching talk here. Nobody, even in what we know as the original Murder Incorporated out of Brooklyn, we never associated that with Irv and them, even with Irv taking on the name Gotti. And again, what most don't know, that a good portion of Murder Inc. street security came out of East New York, Brooklyn. Thorough dudes, thorough day ones. Homies of mine. So no, they wouldn't have had no problems out there. At all. At all. Because when you coming through, genuine, respectful, hood is the hood. The hood is the hood. Regardless of where you at. You acknowledge, you respect. I've never been fearful of my people anywhere. 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 Been in the projects anywhere. North Philly, Newark, Jersey, Irvington, anywhere, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, anywhere. In Durham, I'm going up in McDougal. Anywhere. I'm in the P's, I'm with my people. How you nervous around your people? The nervousness is what's going to have them get at you. Because what you scared of your own for. So at the same time that you had Puffy going around, running around, talking about dun, 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 bad boys for life, that he could go anywhere, but you saying Nas and Irv couldn't? This is this statement here. So again, people always attempt to say these things. Again, I keep telling you, emotionalism to get people caught up and to insert them in the conversation, ironically, while he's getting ready to put out a documentary on that. He has never been as active as he's been over the last 2 months on Twitter. Because again, they get these projects, they start running, and again, people whisper in their ear, yo, you gotta be out there, say this, do this, say this, do this. But when you watch everything and everybody, I've been seeing it. I watch these dudes. These are people, again, who I gotta watch because their politics is gone. Out of here. We haven't benefit, not an iota, off of a lot of the shit that they've been saying in their music, or have been, or used to. Shit ain't materialized at all. Now, recently, he was at Yankee Stadium performing. Okay? This is what he said performing. Got on stage, and said, get this right, free Kid Creole. Huh? Free Kid Creole. Huh? And at the end of the show, F Yankee Stadium. Again, emotionalism, trying to galvanize somebody. But I was shocked. Free Kid Creole. Tell Mayor Adams to do it. Wait a minute, what? Huh? Mayor Adams? And made a connection of the homeless situation, the mental illness situation, and tied it to Mayor Adams when Kid Creole caught that bid back in the Blasio joint. What are we doing here? And free who? Free who? Listen. Justice system is something that really, really, really triggers me. I did a dime. Was sentenced to over 25. Okay? Arrested, charged, indicted, pre-trial, trial, blue trial, 2 different type of appeals, courts. Resentenced, did the dime and got home and never came back. Stayed in that law library. Ain't nobody say free me. This man was charged with a murder, dropped down, ended up getting convicted for manslaughter. Nigga, homie, go do that time. We supposed to free him because he could bust some raps from back in the days? Do your time and come home. Simple. We could look at the situation 50 million times. The homeless man probably shouldn't have been homeless and on the street and mentally off if that's the case. Okay? At some point, He banged him. He banged him. She was presented to a trial. He got knocked down. Homie, go do that. We're not going to politicize that. We not. We not. You know, who was telling you to tie Mayor Adams to that? A city mayor. This dude got a state big. A state big. You tying that to this dude? Who, by the way, don't give a damn about no Kid Creole. You can stop that. He's in Israel right now. Not giving a damn about the 10 shootings that we just had over the last 4 or 5 days. Not giving a damn about the immigrants here or there. He's over there talking about strategies to fight anti-Semitism. He is far removed from Kid Creole or anybody who got their ass in state prison. So why are you shouting that in the midst of the hip-hop 50 celebrations? No, homie. No. We don't do that. You do that in one breath, right? You say free Kid Creole in one breath, but in the next couple of tweets, he says, it pays to know where to move or live the next 50 years. Chile mining is moving the planet. It's the #1 supplier of copper and #2 supplier of lithium. Both essential to technology. Pay attention. It pays to know where to move or live the next 50 years. Chile? So he telling us to go be Chilean miners? So I'm going to pick up me, 54. I'm going to pick up and move to Chile and become a miner? Or no, my 18-year-old daughter, 3.9 GPA. I'm supposed to tell her, you need to look into Chile. And for the next 50 years, you need to be a miner and start mining copper. Mr. Fight the Power is putting us in the mines in Chile? That shit makes sense? So if we do free Kid Creole, you telling him to take his legendary Hall of Fame rapping ass to Chile and be a miner. Like what are we doing here? And this is the problem when we speak of these pioneers. People not separating them from the shit that they vibed to. Separate. These not the same people who put these records together. They don't live this shit. They don't live that shit. They all, I don't care who it is. You start looking at their timelines, you start going in their IGs, going their Twitters, and you start looking at these pioneers and see who they surround themselves with. They not in the hood. You see, Shan? That's what happens when you're in the hood. That's what happens when you don't take the bag. You condition right there. These other dudes who y'all been trying to wonder, well, damn. How's Griff in this position These dudes in this position because they mess with the bankers. They support the bankers. They party, drink, and live around and with the bankers. But going to tell you who's smart or not. Going to tell you what you should do. He didn't say he was over there mining. He didn't say live from Chile. Legendary rapper Chuck D got his hard hat on and he's mining copper. He didn't say that. He didn't do that. He ain't over there like JT, the bigger figure, over there living. He's just telling you to be a miner in Chile. But telling you that Nas was right about a situation that, yo, we don't even know what Irv was talking about. Irv don't need. It's talk. And in that talk, they gave it a whole narrative about us being fearful around our own people. That shit is deep. A nigga that told you to shut him down, to fight the power. Can't trust it. It's saying we should be fearful in our own community. How do you help the community if you're scared of it? You know why they fearful? Because they never took from the institution of the entertainment industry and gave anything back. So you can't come through the hood in a Rolls Royce. You can't come through there eating chicken. Because y'all didn't give shit back. That's why they get scared when they come through. Because they know they didn't do shit. But sit there and propagate with euros. Promote the euros. Get their brands out. Tell you to get all this commercialized materialism and shit. So when the wolves is out now. Like, yo, hold on. These dudes ain't been through here 5-6 years. You just can't come through. But if you in it and you of it and you lived it and you never left and you continued to do what the Euros do to us, culturally invade, if you were the people who was going in the entertainment industry committing treason, showing dudes how to get fair contracts, showing dudes how to milk that, and take from them bankers to give back to the hood and demand that those labels put back in the hood. We ain't seen not one major label do nothing in that hood, in none of the hoods. You don't have no Sony Records community center and no NYCHA housing development. You don't see it. You seen any of them labels put any community centers long-standing in our communities? No. But you see them rappers continuously under contract with them, renegotiating, re-signing for 10, 20, 30 years. So of course you can't come through the hood. So who is Chuck talking for? Is he talking for the hood or is he talking for the bankers? Come on, we in class. Keep telling y'all not coming to this class and getting no bullshit. Simple as that. Simple as that. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Dudes was doing videos smack dab in the hoods. Right in their hoods. Right in the communities. Come on, man. Come on. Stop that shit. So while that's going viral, yeah, y'all in class, make y'all class viral, man. I've been calling dudes out from the rip. And I'm going to keep doing it. Because they're not going to keep putting these false narratives out here and then other sites is running with it. Other YouTubes. Is Chuck D right? Or is Irv right? And they running off with it. Y'all listen to that dumb shit. I'm like, yo, who are these dudes? This is a whole machine. This is a whole octopus full of bullshit, running with narratives. Like, what is this? They snatched it from Drink Champs. This one snatched it. This one snatched this tweet. Snippet here, snippet there. Running. Come on. Come on, man. Guard your mind. Guard your mind. Stop letting them talk bullshit, just shooting off the hip. Shit is dumb. It's dumb conversation with you. I got to address this shit. Have to. Gotta address it. I hear them pioneers every day. I'm on Sirius Radio every day. Pioneers are saying the dumbest shit. Ignorant shit. Don't know nothing. I'm like, come on. You're on the radio for you don't know shit. Basic hip-hop questions. Stupid statements. You can tell that they're reading. Like, what are you? You don't know that? Really? On any show. Brother Greg, my day one, Greg Bonner. What up? Salute for the green screen. Tell me, I don't let none of that shit miss me. Listening like you a pioneer? And you don't know that? You never heard that song? What are we doing? How you get a job then? I thought people that was dealing with news, dealing with journalism, dealing with statements, had a vast knowledge of it. You don't know who that is? You didn't hear that? You ain't sure about this? All of them. All of them. It sounds elementary. It sounds ignorant. I'm on Rock the Bells every day listening to this shit. And I'm like, come on. You can't be that dumb. It's insulting. So when they shoot this shit off the hip like that, you got to address it like, huh, what? What are you talking about? If we know you, if we of a particular age, if we was around with these pioneers, you can't shoot shit off the hip. Oh, next 50 years, you need to move or live in Chile. And we got elders in elder care. You dealing with 401ks. You got people that's getting ready to retire from cities and state employments and all this weird. You tell them to pick up and go to Chile. What are you talking about? What are we doing here? Seriously. Seriously, that's why I always say conscious community, the woke, this awareness piece is hurting because you got some real dummies at the helm of it with the goddamn megaphone, with the audiences, with the subscription bases. What are we talking about? So there is no grassroots. Organized, network, setting goals, moving, towards liberation. Because you got the same dummies running around talking foolishness because they sit and eat and drink and key and get fondled by these euros and bankers on a regular. Because who you around is what you become. Y'all gotta start looking and listening and looking and hearing the code switch and the posturing and mannerisms. They make me sick to my damn stomach watching them. Seem like, where was you raised? For real. Looking at them like, these is black folk? I'm like, what? And all this other weird shit. So happy when they got a segment on some type of, oh, you really, oh, you love your dog. Oh, you take your dog wears panties and, Our next segment, little Susie counts to 10 backwards and she's only 4. What the fuck is that? What? Come on. And it all together. You see them together. Layered. You see it layered. Pull back from that bullshit, man. Should have your brain mush. The Tamron Halls and all that other weird old shit. You know, look what the fuck is going on here? What is that? Weird shit. Weird shit. Watch it. I'm telling you, it's coming from folks that y'all think is woke, y'all think is conscious, you think is melanated hard. On the inside, they got a lust for Euro grippers. I'm telling you, y'all gotta be careful of that shit. Be mindful of it. Guard your mind. So again, once again, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. We will win. Salute to all my classroom assistants. Yes. Salute to everybody who engaged in the chat. Definitely. Guard your mind, man. Divine order. All things work in it. We're dealing with science and math, not foolishness and bullshit. And when y'all hear it, or y'all read it, or y'all see it, check it. Look at them like, what? Huh? What you said? Chile mining? They want us to fight the power and go to Chile and mine copper? Peace.